Well, we got another scan tool to look at today from Kingbolen. This is the S608. Let's go ahead and get this opened up. We'll see what comes included, and then we'll hook it up to a vehicle and see how it does. Hey, what's up YouTube? Down the Fix It Man. Got another quick video here for you. Kingbolen reached out and asked me if I'd be willing to take a look at this new scan tool. This is the S608 model. Now, this is super affordable as far as scan tools go, but it is surprisingly powerful. This will not only read and erase codes, but it does have live data, the maintenance items that you can reset, and this also has some bi-directional controls. Let's open this up and see what comes included, and then we'll get it hooked up to a vehicle and see how it does. Now it comes with this little quick start manual. We'll set that aside for right now. And this is what the tool looks like. It's a nice little tablet size here. Now it looks like we've got the power button right here on the top, and then our serial cable just plugs in right there, and that's what you would plug into your OBD port. Here's our main cable. Now this also comes with a USB-A to USB-C cable. Here's our little port for the USB-C, and it also looks like we have a slot for an SD card. Let's go ahead and power it on. I'm just going to press and hold that power button. Now we probably need to have this connected to a vehicle to do anything, but this does have a little demo uploaded on the tool, so let's just hit demo. Here's just a sample scan. Of course, this is not connected to any vehicles, but it's saying that we have 2 DTCs, SRS airbag, abnormal, coding for the ignition circuit with component, and you can clear those DTCs. Cleared. All right, we're gonna exit out of this. That's just a quick little sample of how that works. Pretty straightforward, but I think we're ready to go plug this into a vehicle now, and we'll see what it says. We're at 93% right now on the battery, but I think that this will charge once it's plugged into that OBD port on the vehicle. Let's run outside and do that now. All right, we're gonna get this cable plugged in here to the top of the tool. All right, now we just need to plug this in down below. On this car, it's on the left side, right there. So let's go ahead and power the vehicle on. You can just push the ignition button twice. This one has the smart key. Now you don't need to start the vehicle, but as long as the ignition is on, this should work just fine. So let's go ahead and hit diagnose. We're gonna jump into auto search and let's see if this will find our VIN. If not, we can manually enter this. Well, it flashed a VIN on the screen here for a minute, and then it went into this automatic search, Japan, manual select, set area, service function, diagnostic history, and menu help. Let's go ahead and just do the manual select. Okay, here it's asking Japan, North America, Europe, or other. We'll do North America. And we're gonna just have to select this, I guess. So RAV4, there it is. And this is a 2013. It's asking with smart key or without. We do have the smart key, so we'll do with smart key. And there's everything. Let's just hit okay. Now it says scanning the vehicle data, please wait. Okay, so we've got 4 options here: health report, system scan, system selection, and vehicle information. We'll start at the top with health report. Okay, so it says 5 systems found, 2 DTCs, P2109, throttle pedal position sensor A, minimum stop performance. Well, I did know that we had some sort of an issue here. I scanned this with another scanner a while back, and that same code showed up. We don't have any drivability issues, so I'm not too worried about that. Now, if we just needed to clear that, all you would need to do is hit right here where it says clear DTCs, and that will clear that code. Let's go ahead and do that. Are we sure we want to clear the system fault memory? Let's just hit yes. You know, we didn't have a check engine light or anything like that. These are just some DTCs that were found in that system. Now it says normal under each module. These are all cleared. Let's go back. Now let's do a system scan. Okay, so here are our results. The OBD2, ECM, ECT, ABS, SRS, and OD, or occupant detection. Let's hit the first one here. Malfunction indicator lamp status is off. DTC is 0, readiness completed 3, readiness not completed 5. Well, that's because I just cleared the codes, and so we have some of those readiness monitors that are incomplete, 3 that are not supported, and data stream supported 47. That's quite a few. Let's go back and let's take a look at system selection here. So here we could select between the EOBD or OBD2, ECM, ECT, ABS, track, SRS, and OD or occupant detection. Let's take a look at the ABS. So we can read the fault code, clear that fault memory, read freeze frame data, data stream, and actuation test. That's one of the cool things about this tool is it does have bidirectional controls, so we can actually do an actuation test. Let's take a look at that real quick. Solenoid relay, motor relay, stoplight relay, EBS relay, buzzer, ABS warning light, brake warning light. Let's try the buzzer and see what happens. This test will activate the buzzer if it's available commands and expected results. Buzzer off, buzzer on. Let's hit OK. Selecting monitoring data. There's the buzzer right there. Let's hit OK. So right now it's showing value off for the buzzer. See if we can turn it on. You hear that beeping? That's working. Now let's hit off. That's kind of one of those little activation or actuation tests that we can do. Now let's try this one here, the actuation test for the auto LSD indicator on or off. Let's hit OK. Let's hit monitoring data. Let's turn off the buzzer. There it is, the auto LSD indicator light. Let's hit OK. Auto LSD indicator light off. I'm going to move the scan tool just a little bit, and now I'm going to hit on. And there it is. You can see it just lit up on our dash. Now I'm going to hit off. And it turned it off. That's one of the cool things about having a scan tool like this with bidirectional controls. You can really fine tune and diagnose things as they come up on your vehicle. So let's go ahead and exit the diagnostic session here. I'm going to just go back all the way out. Now I want to go into the OBD tab, which is this green one down here. This is very similar to that page that we saw after that system scan. So you have the check engine light, status off, readiness completed. This is all the inspection monitors. But here I want to click on the data stream supported. Let's hit enter and read live data. So here's all of the different parameter IDs that we can select from, quite a few. I'm going to hit select all and hit OK. And there you go. You know what? I'm going to start the vehicle too, just to show some of the live data, show it change. All right, now with the vehicle on, you can see some of these values are changing. Let's just kind of scroll down here. There's so many things on here. Engine coolant temperature, we're at 168. Warmed up a little bit. Engine RPM right now hovering right around 800. If I step on the throttle, of course, that's going to go up. All kinds of other information and things that you can look at with this tool. It's a very, very powerful tool for the money. Vehicle speed sensor, of course, we're going 0 miles per hour because we're not moving. A lot of stuff on here. And then we can also hit this button over here where it says graph. Now it's going to show you or graph all of the data that's on here. Now you'll notice that there's only 4 things on here. If you go back here, it says maximum 4 data streams can be selected. So it just picked the first 4, which is what we had on here. So I'm going to click off of these and it says choose at least one. So let's take a look at the airflow rate from the mass airflow sensor. And let's take a look at the engine coolant temperature and RPMs. Now it also has number of DTCs stored in this ECU, which is 0, but here you have the airflow rate of the mass airflow sensor, engine coolant temperature, and engine RPM. Let's go ahead and just step on the throttle a little bit. You can see the airflow rate jumped up. The RPMs should be jumping. Well, for some reason the RPM did not jump, but the data for the airflow sensor did. If I step on the throttle, the RPMs should be jumping up, but they're not. So there's something going on. Probably should have updated this tool, but still pretty impressive, all of the things that it can do. So let's exit out of here. I want to take a look at the RPMs and make sure that that is working here. Yes, yeah, so engine RPM. Yeah, it's very responsive here. Let's hit the graph. Also working here. So just that multiple screen, we had a little glitch and that wasn't showing up, but everything else seems to be working fine. So not a big deal. All right, let's go back. We're going to end that diagnostic session and the maintenance tab right here. So here's where you have ABS bleeding, battery matching, brake pad reset, DPF regeneration, electronics throttle adaptation, gear learning, injector coating, oil reset, and steering angle reset. Very impressive that this tool can handle all of those maintenance items. Let's go back. Now file, this is going to be where you're going to find those previous scans. You know, you can take a look at those reports. Here it says no data. I think we needed to save one of those reports, which I didn't do. And then here you can upgrade or update the tool. Right here, the repair info. Now the repair info takes you to Google Chrome, to a browser, or you've got the OBD fault code library. So you can just punch in a code or a number that you're getting and hit that little checkbox. and it tells you what that is. So I just put P0420, that's catalyst system efficiency below threshold, bank 1. You know, a lot of times somebody will call you and say they've got a check engine light, and they'll tell you the code. So this is a really quick way to look up a code. Let's exit out of here. Now you've got a coverage list, learning, and user manual. It's kind of nice that they include the user manual online. I think this is something you have to be connected to the internet in order to do that. I'm probably a little too far from my Wi-Fi to get any information there, so I'm going to exit out of this. And then of course in settings, you can update the app, some feedback, a few other things here as well. Customer management, business information. You can set up your Wi-Fi, change the language, time zone, screen time, all that good stuff. Let's exit out of here, and that's pretty much it. Let's head back into the garage and wrap this up. Well, that's pretty much it. You know, I definitely would recommend you spend some time and take a look at this quick start manual just to at least go through and understand all of the capabilities of this tool. Again, this is just a quick little unboxing and quick little demo hooking this up to a 2013 Toyota RAV4, just so you can kind of get an idea on how to navigate some of those screens. You saw it's pretty intuitive, but it is going to take a little bit of time. There's of course going to be a little learning curve with this scan tool, just like with any scan tool. And then I'm sure I'll be able to kind of scroll through those screens a little bit quicker and easier. But really overall, I'm really impressed with the value and capability of this tool. And of course, if you're a DIY type of person, this is going to help you fix your own car. You know, modern cars all have computers, and it's just so nice to be able to plug in, read those codes, understand what's going on, and help fix your own vehicle. Or, you know, if you do take your car to a mechanic, it's nice to have that information, and you're less likely to be, you know, taken advantage of by someone who maybe isn't as thorough or honest as they should be. But I hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. And of course, I'll get a link in the description where you can pick up your very own S608 from Kingbolen as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.